In a world drowning in opinions, what if peace lies in admitting we simply don't know? Ancient Greece, the birthplace of so much Western thought, also birthed a radical idea, Pyrrhonism, a philosophy that doesn't offer definitive answers, but offers something arguably more profound: tranquility. Imagine a life unburdened by the constant, exhausting need to be right. Its namesake, Pyrrhonism, a philosopher from the late 4th century BCE, is said to have traveled with Alexander the Great to India. There he encountered Eastern wisdom, which profoundly influenced his unique form of skepticism, a deep and enduring doubt. Pyrrho's central teaching wasn't about denying truth itself, but about suspending judgment entirely, a practice he called *epiche*. It means refraining from assenting to any proposition, especially those concerning the ultimate, true nature of reality. Why would one do this? Because, Pyrrho observed, for every argument, an equally compelling counterargument seemed to exist. Our senses deceive us, our reason is fallible, and even the greatest philosophers endlessly contradict one another. The ultimate prize for this suspension wasn't intellectual superiority, but *ataraxia*, a state of unperturbedness, mental tranquility, and freedom from distress. Imagine the quiet calm that comes from no longer needing to definitively declare anything as absolute truth. Now, this isn't the same as academic skepticism, which claimed knowledge was impossible. Pyrrhonists didn't claim anything for certain, not even that knowledge was impossible. They simply continued to investigate, holding all judgment in abeyance. Centuries later, Pyrrhonism codified Pyrrhonist arguments into 10 tropes, methods for suspending judgment. These weren't about proving nothing exists, but about highlighting the relative and conditioned nature of all our perceptions and beliefs. Consider just one trope. Things appear differently to different animals. The same food appealing to a dog might be repulsive to a human. Who is right? The Pyrrhonist says neither. Absolutely. It just appears that way to each living being. This constant awareness of relativity naturally fosters intellectual humility. It's a gentle, persistent reminder that our viewpoint, our understanding, is always partial, always conditioned. We become less dogmatic, more open to possibility. In our hyperconnected age, we're bombarded with information, conflicting headlines, and passionate opinions. The pressure to form and defend a definitive opinion on everything, all the time, can be utterly exhausting for the mind. Here, Pyrrhonism offers a radical reprieve. It grants us permission to say, I don't know enough to form a definitive judgment, or simply, I suspend judgment. What a profound liberation from the mental burden of constant certainty. But does this lead to inaction or apathy? Not at all. Pyrrhonists lived practical lives. They followed customs, laws, and common sense, acting according to appearances without needing to believe these appearances reflected absolute truth. If a building appears structurally sound, you walk into it. If honey appears sweet, you eat it. You don't need to assert its ultimate honeyness or sweetness in a metaphysical sense to live and interact effectively with the world around you. This old distinction frees us from the anxiety of being wrong. When you suspend judgment, you avoid the mental gymnastics of defending an uncertain position, or the distress of having your truth challenged and perhaps overturned. Intellectual humility, born from this suspension, also cultivates a profound openness. When you're not rigidly clinging to your own certainties, you're far more receptive to new perspectives, to learning, and to genuine personal growth. Pyrrhonism stands as a timeless challenge to dogmatism, whether it's philosophical, political, or intensely personal. It gently reminds us that our deeply held convictions, while comforting, can also become mental prisons, limiting our view. There's a deep wisdom in acknowledging the inherent limits of human understanding. It's not a weakness, but a profound strength, allowing for a more flexible, adaptive, and ultimately, a more peaceful and less conflict-ridden existence. To embrace Pyrrhonism isn't to become cynical, but to become profoundly curious and endlessly patient. It's to dance with uncertainty, rather than fight it, finding a quiet joy in the journey of endless inquiry and discovery. It's a gentle philosophy for a tumultuous world, offering a path to quietude not through definitive answers, but through the calm, liberating acceptance of their elusive and often subjective nature. If reflecting on the limits of knowledge sparks your curiosity, consider exploring the Stoic path to inner peace in our next video.